Hi everybody. Thank you so much for coming to my live show. Today, I have to look at my watch to figure out what day it is. It's still September 26th, but feels like October, although it kind of still feels like summer, so who knows. But anyway, I am doing my live cooking show today, and thank you so much for coming. If you are a host or a VIP or a party guest, please put that in the comments, and then anybody who comments and shares, you have a chance to win a prize, and I will draw for that next week, and then I'll be doing our live drawing from last week's today. So today I'm going to cook braised chicken. I'm on kind of a chicken kick, so it was either going to be like the lemon asparagus chicken, which I will probably do at some point, and I keep saying that, but I don't know about you. When I buy chicken, it takes like 10 seconds for it to go bad. So, you know, I do tend to try to do chicken at the beginning of the week. I pulled out some chicken that I had left over from last week's video, and it was already bad. I'm like, oh my gosh, this it has like no shelf life. So if you're getting chicken, make sure that you cook it quickly. So today I'm going to be doing braised chicken, and I'm going to start with, it says 1 large or 2 small leeks, which if you've never had leeks, they are wonderful and so yummy. And they've got kind of like a light oniony taste to them, but they are wonderful. So I'm going to do kind of a rough chop on those. Let me point you down just a little bit. A little rough chop on those with my chef knife. Love leeks. They are so like light and yummy. Sometimes they're kind of tricky to find, so hubby got them for me this weekend. I usually do my like live cooking show video planning on Saturday morning because that's when he likes to go to the grocery store. So any way that I can have somebody else go to the grocery store for me to get all this stuff is a total win in my bank. So okay, and that's about the end of that. That one's kind of yucky. Pop those in my garbage can. And I went with probably 2 large leeks because I love the taste of leeks. So I'm adding extra. Just do a quick like chop on those. We'll actually use those in a little bit. That one kind of got dirty too. Put those over there. Okay, I'm gonna set these over here because I don't actually need them right now. Okay. Probably forget where I put them later, but we'll see. Okay, so slice the leeks and cut the bacon into 1/2-inch pieces and heat the Dutch oven, which is my Dutch oven. Currently, this one is blue because there was a promotion, and the blue is my favorite color. So the current ones are actually gray and they are beautiful. So which is actually kind of cool because they kind of match the bowls, which are awesome. Okay, so heat it for a minute, add the bacon, and cook until crisp and brown, about 5 to 7 minutes, stirring occasionally. Okay, so instead of trying to fight with the bacon, I just used scissors on these, and I wanted to show you how sharp they are, and they just like zip right through the bacon. So I'm not real worried about what the actual size is. So my son doesn't care what size the bacon is as long as it's in there. So go ahead and scoop this up and toss it in my pan. Oh, I guess I missed a spot. I can fix that. Well, that's good to know. Would have been nice white, like one really long one. Okay. Guess I didn't get all the way to the bottom. Alright, there's that. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick because now I got bacon on my hands. And scoot all this stuff over because that's got bacon on it. Okay, so I'm going to give these just a quick stir. Kind of the base for everything good is bacon, right? So much flavor. They said 7 to 8 minutes. I don't believe it. Man, that's going to go fast. Okay, so next up, just stir occasionally so I can move on to the next, which says to pat the chicken thighs and legs, dry with paper towel, and season each side with the rub. So I am really not a fan of touching chicken. I just don't want to. So I don't know, maybe I'm silly for that, but that's what gloves are made for, right? To touch everything that you don't want to. So get these on. They're not like super wet, so I don't know how much drying I really need to do, but I'll follow the instructions. Probably so that the rub sticks a little bit better would be my guess. But it doesn't look like a big problem to me. All right. Take those off, then I don't have to wash my hands again. Okay, and then I need these. This came in my taste buds a little while ago. It's lemon pepper rub, and I need 2 teaspoons of that. Season each side with the rub. Remove the bacon and set aside. Okay, so I'll leave my bacon going while I do this real quick. I haven't actually tried this one, so this one must have snuck by me in my taste buds. So, and if you're on and you want to say hello, I would love to say hi. Happy Monday, everybody. I felt like, man, this is like one of those weeks where we like hit the ground running. So it was a really busy day. A really good day, but a really busy day. And so maybe it was a busy day because it was a busy weekend. So you know how that goes. Let's turn my heat off on that. Move it over so that I can not burn it, but let it chill for a second. Get my rub on there. That's the other thing, is if it pops, then it doesn't get me if it's further away. So, that smells really good. I think, honestly, if I can, we'll see if I'm talented enough to do that. No, just, it really needs just a little bit more. I bet I'm using a little bit more chicken, which I always do. They say to use like skin on chicken thighs, and I just got regular chicken thighs. That's kind of my go-to. It's always on the grocery list. It's really easy to cook, and then I don't have to worry about like bone in or skin on or all of those things to deal with. So just makes it a little bit easier. Okay, that looks better. All right, so remove the bacon with a slotted spoon and set aside. So I'm gonna get a little bowl to put that in. All right, slotted spoon. Probably take this guy out of there since it's kind of bacony. Those look amazing. And that cooked, oh my gosh, like I love the Dutch oven because it cooks like literally so fast and it's like always perfect every time. Okay, reduce heat to medium. Remove the bacon, reduce the heat to medium, working in 2 batches, brown the chicken skin side down, which we don't have skin side, so that'll be really easy. About 5 minutes, and then cook an additional minute. Okay, so let me scooch this over. And now we're doing chicken. So let me get some tongs. Actually, since I have my gloves right here, I can just do that. So, hi Rachel, hi Jeremy. Okay. It says to do it in batches. That's because it's probably not going to all fit in here at once. For like 5 minutes. Get that partially cooked. Smells so good. Oh, it's all gonna fit. Awesome. Even better. Always surprised at how much chili, if I make chili in this, how much chili comes out of it. Like, it blows my mind. It doesn't look that big, but holy moly, it holds a lot. Okay, so we're gonna let that go for 5 minutes. And then skin side down, and then I flip for an additional minute. And then I do leeks and cook them for a minute. So my leeks will be next. And it's all cooked in bacon, so there's just nothing better, right? So let me get out my plate. I can pull those out in a second. I'm always thankful to have many, like, slotted spoons. And I am making braised chicken, Lynn, and it's got leeks and bacon, and the seasoning is lemon pepper from our taste buds. and it smells bonkers. So, and I was looking for, I've been overextending myself on my little cooking videos, and it's taken me like an hour to set up. So I'm like, I need an easy video. So like, I'm doing chicken. I'm like, I'll find like a super easy chicken recipe. Because yeah, the complicated ones are really fun and taste amazing, but I'm like, I need something really easy. Okay, so I'm gonna do a quick check on that. It needs just a minute. So I guess I will go ahead and do my drawing from last week, since I'm waiting on this. So I had, I think it was 5 people. I wrote them out ahead of time, so I got getting better at remembering to do things ahead of time. Okay, so I got Danielle, who was one of our hosts, and then Dana, who just is finishing, no, she's going through Tuesday to host, or just finished. No, she just finished. Okay, and then Kevin, who's one of my VIPs, Lynn, who's a VIP, and then Crystal, who's a host and a VIP as well. So I will go ahead and draw for that, which last week's, I've done 2 rounds of Taste Buds, so they're getting like the subscription, like the 1-month subscription of Taste Buds, and I might end up doing that again because that seems to be like a real crowd pleaser, but our Taste Buds right now is so good, and it's like on sale, so totally check it out. It's like $18 for a month, which is awesome. I keep looking, so now I get to like mix them up again. Okay, and our winner is Kevin, yay! So Kevin will shoot you a message and get you set up with maybe Taste Buds. So, okay, so I would say this is probably ready to flip. So I'm gonna throw that in my sink over there so I don't contaminate anything. Oh my gosh. It smells so good. Only need a minute this time, so that'll go quickly. Okay, so the next is to let this finish for a minute, and then I'm going to throw my leeks in, which if you're new to leeks, I think I have one I didn't use. So if you're just popping on, this is a leek, and you cut off the bottom, and that's the part that you use. I got a notification, it popped over. Okay, and then you just slice it, and it's got kind of a light oniony taste. It's really yummy and like super fresh. This Dutch oven cooks like so fast. It is amazing, and all the way up the sides. So every surface of our pans cooks evenly, which is, it makes it so much easier to get it right, especially with chicken, which is so annoying to cook sometimes, especially when you can't get like middle cooked. So, which is why I usually tend to pick chicken thighs. Really affect me, but okay, so put those over there. And next up, adding the leeks, and I'm going to cook them for a minute. Love this because I can bend it and get everything in there. I like the scraper too on the things that I can't bend. I'm gonna toss that in my sink. Give that a quick stir. The fresh utensils, so I don't have any like chicken issues. Okay, and then next up, I cook that for a minute, and then I add the garlic. It says until fragrant, which if you're not careful, once you start to smell something, like if you're like cooking nuts or things like that, and you need them to be like just lightly toasted, once you smell them, they're already burnt. So kind of like stand close by when I'm doing things like that. It's like, don't walk away because you'll get doing something else and then everything will burn. So, okay, so I'm doing 4 cloves of garlic in my garlic press, which if you've seen me before on my videos, I'm obsessed with the garlic press because you can take it like this with all of the stuff on it, pop it in there, and then press it, and it presses right through the skin, which is awesome. And then you get this like chunk, and you just throw it away. I love to tell the story of my sister calling me out because I kept, when I joined Pampered Chef, I was still buying like minced garlic, and she's like, seriously, like go and do your own garlic. Like stop like buying the garlic that is already pre-minced because fresh tastes so much better. Guys, get all that stuff out of there. And my light just turned off, so I'm gonna see if I can, well, I don't know how to fix that. Okay, well I guess we're going without a light. So, all right, I've never had that happen before. So that was 2 cloves of garlic. Just give those a spin so I don't burn my leeks. Okay. And then I'll scrape it like off the bottom because there's a bunch of garlic like stuck to the bottom of this. Scrape that in just a second once I get the 4th one done. If you didn't watch my cooking show where I did the chicken pasta, that has become a house favorite. And I think I've made it 3 times in like 2 weeks. So go and check that out. I think it may have been like the 16th that I did that. But it was a huge hit, and now my son likes to take it to lunch, like take it for lunch. So I'm making it like on the regular. And then the next thing is I'm going to teach him how to make it. So, okay, we've got some garlic in there. If you're just hopping on, I'm doing a braised chicken meal for tonight, and I'll post the recipe afterwards. Okay, add the garlic and cook until fragrant, which is like 20 to 30 seconds, so super fast. And then add wine and cook until reduced. So I got like a cheap Chardonnay, just so I've got like a nice dry wine. I got to push the wrong way. Nice little like trick there with the bottle opener. It's so nice. And then you just like flip the other direction and it pops it out. So easy. Kind of fun too. All right, so I need, I lost it, half a cup. Okay. And then if you're serving this to your kids, it cooks off all the alcohol, so no worries. It's just for fragrance and taste. Not really, it won't taste like wine. It's just a great thing to cook with. So, smells amazing. Okay. Add the butter. So we're gonna do that like 3 to 4 minutes that we're gonna do this. I'm gonna see what else I've got around here. And then after I do that, it'll be 3 to 4 minutes to reduce it, okay, so that it's got like nice like punchy flavor. And then I'm going to add butter, which is 3 tablespoons of butter. And then I'm adding mustard, which is a tablespoon of mustard, which usually if it's a tablespoon, I don't even bother to like measure it out. I just kind of like put in a blob in there. Yummy. Smells good. Awesome. Really, really awesome. But I do a live cooking show every Monday. There may be one Monday in October where I have to like adjust my dates because I think that my orchestra class is painting the rock. So I think we'll be painting the rock during my live video. So maybe I'll do Sunday that week or something. But if you want to see my live videos, they're all on my Facebook page. And if you like and share on there, you can be entered for a chance to win a free product, which for the last couple weeks has been a Taste Buds subscription, which is 3 packets of spices, and then it's all curated, so it comes with sets of recipes, and then you get access to what's called a Taste Buds hub, and you can put in the seasoning that you want to use, and it'll give you like tons of different recipes to use it. So it's a really, really great tool, especially when you're busy or you have something at home and you're like, I have chicken and I have lemon pepper. That sounds really good, but what do I do with it? And then it gives you, quick step-by-step instructions on something that you can do with that. Okay, so I'm going to add my butter. I have 3 tablespoons of butter. And then mustard. Squirt of mustard. So it's giving me a good base for my chicken, which I lightly cooked my chicken. So I did like 5 minutes on one side and 1 minute on the other, or somewhere around that. just so that it's cooked on the outside, because it'll need just a little bit of extra cooking once we get everything put together. Okay, so it says once the butter has melted, then you stir in the flour, which is pretty close. Gosh, that mustard, yum. And everything is cooking in like bacon grease, which, I mean, gosh, you can't go wrong with that. Awesome. So if you're on and you want to say hi, I would be happy. I'm actually like close enough to be able to read it this time. Usually it's across the room so that I can get like the whole kitchen in there. But I needed the stove today, so I'm off to the side. So if you've got any questions or you want to say hi, definitely say hello. Okay, tiny bit of butter left. All right, and then I was supposed to use regular flour, but all I had was whole wheat. So I'm using 2 tablespoons of whole wheat flour. Toss that in my sink. So essentially, I think this makes like a roux, is I think what we're doing here. So we're taking all of the yummy things and putting them all together and making them like super concentrated. And then so that they can all cook together and make this amazing smelling roux. And then what we're going to do is add chicken broth to it so that it kind of loosens up and then flavors the rest of our chicken. Okay, so add stock, bacon, and thyme. Okay, so the stock, I'm using low sodium stock. You can use whatever. I'm just using chicken low sodium because that's what we tend to have. Give it a stir before I add the bacon. And the bacon that we cooked first, so that's what we started with. Which I would think if you're doing like low carb, that this actually would probably come in kind of on the lower side. It does have 2 tablespoons of flour in it and some wine, which would have some, but you know, with it being broken up across like 8 chicken thighs, you probably would be fine to be low carb on this one. Okay, and then I need to do thyme, which I was so excited because I forgot to get thyme, but my garden is still going because we've been so mild here. So I have thyme from my garden. So I was excited to be able to use that still. So the trick on thyme is that you grab like a sprig and then you go against it to get the little leaves off. Pop that in there. Let a sneaky one get by me. Oh my gosh, it smells good. I'm gonna see if I can get some of those off. Some of these are so small, but man, they smell good. My hands smell awesome. So let's see if I can get that in there. I don't even bother to measure the time, just throw it in there. Some of these things that I like so much, I just put extra. I like the leeks. Like, I don't think you can have too many leeks in a recipe. They taste so good. Okay. All right, so I got that in there, and then it says add the chicken thighs and legs back, which we just did chicken thighs, and we don't have any skin on ours, because that's just what I get. And then you put spinach on top. Okay, so let's get these back in here. Based on the way this smells, like I'm always like partway through a recipe thinking, okay, will I make it again? And this one, for sure, it smells so good. And I think like if you're watching calories, would think would be okay too, like calorie wise, because it doesn't have a lot of extras in it. It does have bacon in there, but there was only like 4 pieces of bacon, so that wouldn't be too bad on the calories. Okay, get those all in there. I don't know if you can see in there, so I will make sure. So get that in there. I swear, like I go on live and it's like the instant like time that like the phone rings. I don't know. Do you guys ever have that in your house where it's like, I just was like trying to do something and then like the phone rings. It hasn't rang all day and the phone rings. Or then I get a bunch of text messages or like, I don't know. It's just funny. It's just funny. Okay, and then I'm going to put spinach on the top. So I'm going to just use my salad toppers and kind of like chill this out. So it was supposed to be baby spinach, which this kind of is, but the leaves look really big to me. So just like chop them. So I end up with like a big spinach leaf right in the middle of things. Okay. Back in the pan, place spinach on top, which it says to do like 2 cups of spinach. Okay. Whenever I measure spinach, it always gets stuck in the like measuring cup, so I never bother. I just kind of like go with the fact that a handful is probably what I need. Okay, and then I need to cook and cover over medium-low for about 13-15 minutes, which will melt all of the amazing flavors together. So I'm going to show you this, make sure it's not too hot. Just a little bit. And if I can pick it up with that, figure out which. Okay, that'll work. Okay, so that's what we've got now. And then I'm going to cover it and cook it all together for 13 to 15 minutes. And then dinner will be ready. So how about that for a Monday? So I will post some pictures once I'm done. And if you have any questions and you want to put them on there, you can put it on the chat or you can send me a private message or whatever you would like. So I hope you have a wonderful day. And if you would like to win, then go ahead and post and share. So have a great day, everybody. Bye.